Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IMRC International Race of Champions here at Daytona. Tonight's going to be a very fun event for us to watch, as we've got plenty of racers getting ready to go and race as hard as they can for the biggest championship of all. Let's go through some of the drivers that are going to be competing in this evening's event. We've got Stephen Pollard III, who is the Truck Series Season 1 champion. We've got Zach Buchanan in the number 4, who is a 2-time IndyCar and IROC Season 1 champion. Jeffrey McClintock was supposed to be racing tonight, but he has been replaced by Cody Lamas in the number 24. He is a 2-time Cup Series champion and IndyCar Series Season 5 champion. Hopefully Lamas can be able to do the car some pride and succeed very well tonight. Jack Merkel, who is not here tonight, was the 2014 Triathlon champion. You've got Brandon Schmidt in the number 29, who was the 2017 Triathlon champion. We've got DJ Curtis in the 33, who was the Indy Lights Season 1 champion. Robbie Jackson in the number 43. He was our Grand National Series Season 2 champion. Austin LaPlante in the number 48 was our
Alright, Blake,
Indy
we're
Lights
getting ready to go
Season
here.
2 champion.
Are you good?
Chris Wetz was our
Blake, let me know when you're good to go, and we'll go to race.
I'm good.
Alright, I'm going to go pee real quick.
Chris Wetz in the 71 was our Late Model Series Season 4 runner-up racer. Shane Sides in the number 91 is our Indy Lights Season 3 champion. Dylan Schwallenberg in the number 94 is our IROC Season 1 runner-up. And Bobby Jones, who is not racing here tonight, he is our most decorated driver. He is a 3-time Late Model Series, a 3-time IndyCar Series, and a Cup Series Season 2 champion. Right now, everyone's just getting their cars warmed up for practice. And tonight, I am joined by my co-host, Cory Williams. Cory, what are you expecting for tonight's event? Well, we figure out communication issues at the moment. Let's go ahead and on track and see what is going on. Schwallenberg working that outside line as he gets bumped. And here we go. We're going to get started for tonight's event. Starting
Alright, here we go.
in the pits as the cars rest for the moment.
I hear what you said.
As we wait for the engines to fire. Cody Lamas out front. Joey Murphy in the 13.
Drivers, start your engines!
Derek Justice in the 96. Dylan Schwallenberg in the 94. Stephen Pollard III in the 01. Robbie Jackson in the 43. Austin LaPlante in the 48. Schmidt in the 29. Chris Wetz in the 71. DJ Curtis in the 33. As we get ready to go, 40 laps. here at Daytona International Speedway. Some of the best racers in the IORL series are going to see if they can bring home championship races and checkered flags tonight. Just to let you know, here are just some of the basic rules for tonight's event. This is a 40-lap event. The drivers will have a mandatory yellow flag come out on lap 20. At lap 20, the drivers are allowed to service their cars. They can come down to the pits, get fuel, get tires. The rules are, no driver is allowed to come down to the pits prior to this or after this. They only have one shot to pit for fuel or tires. In addition, should there be a wreck that leads on lap 40, we will have a green-white checker before the white flag flies, if needed. And here we go. The pace car goes in, and we are going green. Murphy takes off at a good speed. Side by side, Robbie Jackson in the 43 decides to make it 3 wide as they go down into turns 1 and 2. 31 degrees of banking here, folks. This is steep. Down the backstretch they go, 3 abreast in the middle of the pack. Still continuing their run. And here we go. Schwallenberg moves to the outside with the help of Shane Sides as they go to the outside line to get around Murphy. A tandem of 2 to 3 cars. The 48 of Austin LaPlante holding in line. Sides wiggles a little bit. Oh, almost nudged Schwallenberg. Down into the front stretch they go for the first lap completed. That's going to go to Schwallenberg. Into the corner they go, 2 paired up in tandems. The 96 and the 48 side by side, battling for third. Now the 48's going to peek his nose out a little bit there to no avail. Peeks to the inside, peeks to the outside, and nothing. Cody Lamas running the outside line there. Side by side, 3 abreast. Battling for 5th position. Into the corner, into the front stretch they go. A pack of 4 cars lined up, front to nose at the top line. Down off into the corner. 5 line now. Oh, Shane Sides is whipping a little bit on screen. This is a live competition. Oh! I don't know. It's possible that DJ Curtis may have a problem, but I don't know at the moment. He did dip below the yellow line, which you are not allowed to do for passing, but he might be okay. Could have been just trying to scrub the tires off of some debris a little bit. But here we go, forming into a diamond shape almost pattern, as Derek Justice is going to lead that lap. Derek Justice, by the way, was our Late Models Series champion in the last season. Only barely beating out Chris Wetz. A very back and forth battle between the two all season long for the Late Models. So we're glad to see him. Planning on later on tonight to run in the Insomniac Motorsport Super Speedway Series, if I'm right.
Sorry about that, I have a connection issue.
And here we go. Cody Lamas holding out into the lead. By the way, allow me to introduce my co-commentator, Cory Williams.
Yeah, sorry, late to the party, connection issue. But we're back and everything is great. As Cody Lamas leads him down the back straightaway.
Absolutely. Side-by-side battle for third to second. Buchanan working that outside line, working alongside the 24 Lamas. Oh, he swings a little high.
Thanks for the push, Wets.
Little high there, but he holds on.
It's going to be door-to-door heading into the front straightaway between Zach and Cody Lamas. Cody in the 24 for Jack Merkel.
And my big thing that I'm going to say about this is I don't know if they should be pushing so hard right now. I mean, we've got roughly about 14 laps until we have the caution flag period. And they can pit for fuel and tires then. I would almost say kind of hold back and then show your stuff with like 15 to go.
Yeah, but I think some of the guys back in the back, like Robbie Jackson and Stephen Pollard, but they're saving their stuff early in case one of these guys do get a little squirrely and cause a medium-sized crash, since there's only like 12 of them.
Indeed. Indeed. Down the front stretch they go as Lamas will lead another lap. Bit of a move to the upside by Schwallenberg to try and... Oh! Swings to the outside and safely merges in. Now trying to push for the outside to get second at best first. Swings down a little bit low as the 29 does not follow him. That's Brandon Schmidt. A little bit of warmth there by the 91 of Shane's sides. Buchanan there, and the 4 is going to tuck his nose in. Follow this inside line. Hopefully get a big suck on the back of the 48. And Justice there in the 96 trying to work his way from third place at the current moment. And it looks like he may be able to make some moves now. He's got a big push. 5
Yeah, Derek
pack.
Justice. Ooh. 48 getting a little squirrely on the inside, but Derek Justice, great sim racer all around. Sitting up here now, going to make the top line work here at Daytona. But Dylan Schwallenberg tucked up real close to that back bumper of the 96.
No, they line back in, thankfully. Doesn't get left out to dry right there in the middle of the pack. Nose out just by a tiny, tiny bit. As he and Lamas fight for top position. Coming to lap 9 here. Into the tri-oval they go. Lamas just barely beat him that lap. Just barely.
Barely beat him is just right, as Derek Justice is getting another huge run on the very top. Derek actually, I think, is subbing for Bobby Jones in the number 96.
Yes, he is. My notes earlier did not say that he was racing, but Bobby Jones, I had mentioned earlier, is the most decorated driver in our series. Let's go ahead and go on board with Joey Murphy, and let's see how the pack is running right now, and see what it looks like from the driver's point of view. And here we go down into the front stretch. We'll hold on him for a lap.
Three wide in turn 3. We're still, I think, around on board with Joey Murphy. He's the guy who's making it 3 wide up on the top.
Speeds of upwards of 195 plus miles per hour. Incredible speeds here.
Yeah, now Cody Lamas has broken a little bit away from Derek Justice, and now the inside lane. Oh, Zach Buchanan.
Oh, man. Now remember, if they dip their tires, all 4 tires down to the inside and make a pass, they have to give up that position. Otherwise, they will face a black flag penalty. Derek Justice in the 96. Oh, still holding to that outside line. Ducks down to the middle edge. And he's going to lead that lap. And we're shrinking on time as we get closer and closer to lap 20. Joey Murphy keeps ducking in and out of the line. Out there to the outside, lines back up, ducks down to the inside, lines back up.
Yeah, that top side has now got most of the cars in the field up on that top, as I think they got tired of Cody Lamas leading. There's LaPlante tucked up behind him, and then Zach Buchanan behind Cody. Is now we got a mover in number 29, Brandon Schmidt driving it to the inside, maybe going to try to make a move. But it looks like the cars behind him did not get tucked up enough. Here comes Schwallenberg now to the inside.
Absolute betrayal by Schwallenberg down to the inside of Derek Justice. He's going to get his nose out there and lead that lap.
But Derek's got a buddy behind him. Joey and Derek racing at Insomniacs Motorsports a lot. And I think Joey and Derek race in other leagues together as well. So they're going to get hooked up on the very top and try to make this top side work. And it kind of is still. The top side looks to be the preferred line here at Daytona.
I'm absolutely amazed here as I look at our fastest lap. DJ Curtis in the 33 set the fastest lap of the race thus far with 45.459.
Yeah, DJ's just riding around back there at the back, but you can see he's tucked right close to the 48, and he bobs back down behind the 43. That's how he's getting these fast laps. It's just staying behind everybody in the big pack. As Derek Justice gets down up on the door of Dylan Schwallenberg, almost contact. Using that side draft.
White knuckle racing here at Daytona is what we expect when anyone comes here. Insomniac, any series that you go see here is white knuckle racing, hard side-by-side racing, and just on the edge of disaster. Oh!
Robbie Jackson below the yellow line.
Yeah, though he didn't gain any position, so I don't think he's going to get penalized for that.
No, I don't think he is.
My question is did he get run off a little bit?
Looks like, I don't know, it just looks like he got loose and just wiggled and then went down there. Now Robbie's going to have to hope that he's got some help up there in front of him to let him suck back up to the main pack.
Oh,
and we got a car on the apron, DJ Curtis.
We're going to rewind back and see what happened to Curtis real quick. Possible connection issue?
Yeah, it looks like a connection issue on DJ Curtis. Completely was gone and then came back. Luckily, DJ's a very smart driver and knows to get to the apron.
DJ's been involved in the sport for so many years now. Definitely knows what to do when something goes wrong with the connection, and things are getting squirrely up ahead.
Oh, the 48 was sideways.
Oh, man, just bounced and bobbed like a dirt racer down on the bottom edge of that line. Come on, guys, you don't have to hold it out so hard. You only got 4 more laps before a caution flag comes out.
Yeah, not even halfway, and these guys are driving crazy. But, you know, they want to win IROC. Somebody else just went out, blinked out really quick, and came back. Not sure who that was. But right now, oh, look at Dylan Schwallenberg. He's maintaining the lanes, but it kind of hurt him as now Cody Lamas getting a huge shove from Derek Justice.
Yeah, one bad move, and that could have taken out the entire inside line, or worse, knock the inside line loose and then sweep up and then take out the entire outside line. Then we'd probably only have a race of about 4 cars.
Yeah, the 48 is mad loose. They're going to probably make an adjustment on that pit stop coming up when the caution comes out because he is super loose.
Now remember,
actually,
at the completion of lap 20, that's when the caution flag is going to fly.
Actually, I forgot this is IROC. They can't make adjustments to the cars. So, yeah, he's going to have to stick with that loose race car. You see that top side has got hooked up and they are moving.
A pack of 6, 7 cars. Ooh, a little bit of wiggle there.
I think Derek's going to even try to go to the wall to maybe make a move. Schmidt's going with him.
Oh,
Schmidt's going to take it off.
Oh, man, 3 wide! 3 wide almost right there. Crazy racing here. What an insane move.
That almost worked.
That did. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Now it's Shane Sides.
Oh! Hit! Up in the
Oh,
air!
he's
Goes
up
the
in the air.
96! Cars everywhere in the backstretch!
I don't think anybody's got a ton of damage out of that. I think they're all going to be able to race.
I think
back.
at worst, Derek Justice probably got the worst end of that. Maybe Shane Sides. Oh my goodness!
And the caution is already out. Frozen field.
Let's
I believe
rewind.
Cody Lamas is
I'm
the
going to
leader.
rewind that and see what exactly happened. Oh, that wasn't good. Looked like the 91 of Shane Sides just accidentally tapped the 96, sent Justice around backwards up in the air. Both for Derek Justice and Robbie Jackson sliding backwards at speeds of 120 miles an hour. Thankfully, no one
Getting one.
tumbles.
That's the end of the half.
Wow. So we go back to the live feed. And it appears, since we're on lap 19, I will agree with you, Cory. I think that this will be the caution period for the drivers to now get their service, with Cody Lamas in the lead. Wow.
Chevrolet Corvette pace car has caught up to the field. And yes, this is the halfway break. Getting word from the head official. Blake, you want to interview the in-race reporter?
Yes, we will. Let's go down to Zach Buchanan, who will give us the news. Zach, what's it like out there? How do you think the racing is going for the first event? Zach Buchanan, this is Blake Warren, calling up from the in-race booth. How's the racing going down there?
It's going pretty solid, honestly. There's a lot of suck-up. There's a lot of movement in the draft. 3 wide's been pretty hairy. I've just been try to ride around at the back. Got the lead a lap, so just try to bide my time.
Thank you very much, Zach, and let's see how the second half of this race goes for everyone.
Big contact in pit road. The 33 slid to his box and hit the 29 in the back end. As I don't know how much damage that's going to do to Brandon Schmidt, but the 13 is going to get out ahead. I think Schmidt let him have it.
Going back on the recording, not much contact really. Don't know what happened, but DJ just got way too close to the wall, and unfortunately it didn't work out for him. Had to move his car around.
The 91 is almost sideways out of pit road. He saved it.
I think
We're
the
good.
91 may be dropping back to the pack. Possible penalty there. Oh, not a good night for DJ Curtis as he goes sliding coming out of the pits. Got to be careful there on that apron. Well, everyone's lining back up now as Joey Murphy will take second. Cody Lamas will be first. Pace car lights still flashing at the current moment. Probably within the next lap or two, we will see the green flag fly once more.
Actually, Chris Witz also just went around. He had a little help. I think he got some contact from the 91. As he was already sideways.
Well, let's take a look at the replay real quick and see what exactly happened. As it appears, I think Wett's just starting to lose it, and the 91 just got back into the back of him as a consequence. Nothing intentional there. Almost hits the 91. At the current moment, everyone appears to be going back down pit lane. Looks like they may scrub off the stop. With the strangeness of all that, it's entirely possible people just need to get everything packed back into their cars, fuel, tires, everything. No.
Yep.
Oh, they're reformatting the field. I think that what they're doing is they put the field back in order, or it will be in inverse order. to
10-4. The 24 is back out ahead, and then I think it's the 29. I think it's how they finished the last at half.
Gotcha. Now let's just hope everyone can keep their tires out underneath them. Not slip up and get loose coming out of the pits.
That's weird catching that Chevrolet Corvette pace car down the back straightaway.
Now I do wonder though, from the spins and everything like that, if that's going to hurt any of the aerodynamics on any of these cars. That's my big question.
I don't think the spins will. I don't know about Schmidt. Schmidt got hit in pit road from behind by DJ. So that could have messed up his aerodynamics. DJ's probably got some nose damage where he hit Schmidt. I think the 91 also got a little nose damage from slight contact with 71. So there's going to be some cars out here now, maybe with a little bit of aerodynamic issues. I don't know about Derek Justice. That car took air and landed. I don't know if his suspension's right or not.
Yeah, I mean, you think about this for a minute. You remember back in the day when Steve Kinzer had his bad wrecks at Daytona and Texas a couple weeks later in the IROC series. You know, damage like that is something you can't really come back from. But for something like this, just the back end of the car getting air and then slamming back into the grass and still running, it's entirely possible that he will be fine. And I mean, it's only 20 laps, so a little less than 20 laps. So it's entirely possible that Derek Justice and Bobby Jackson, who went airborne as well, you know, they can be able to get back up there. So we'll wait and see, and we'll just see what happens.
Lights on that Chevrolet Corvette pace car are off. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Daytona.
Now, in this case, the green flag will be decided by the flagman.
Yeah.
Under different circumstances, the way our racing works is the leader does not have to call the green flag. And when it's player-controlled cautions, not in-game control cautions, once they hit the restart zone, the leader can go whenever he wants. So this case is going to be definitely interesting, as it's been a long time in my racing that we've seen an in-game caution for any of the leagues I've competed in. So we're going to get ready to go green as I head down to 3 and 4 with Cody Lamas in first, Brandon Schmidt second, Dylan Schwallenberg third, Zach Buchanan fourth, fifth Chris Retz, sixth Joey Murphy, seventh DJ Curtis, eighth Austin LaPlante, ninth Bobby Jackson, 10th Derek Justice, 11th Stephen Pollard, and 11th is Shane Sides, and 12th is Stephen Pollard. My apologies on the error there. Well, here we go. Pace car gets ready to dive down to the pits. Let's wind up, and let's see where the rest of this race will take us. And
yes,
we
shall see. Green flag back out. They went in the box.
They went in the box,
Schmidt,
indeed.
And Schmidt got a good jump on, I think Cody spun the tires. Cody did not pit on the last caution.
Ooh.
Buchanan already making a crazy move to the inside, going to the point.
Aggressive move there by Buchanan, shooting down to the inside. Schmidt's going to follow him right behind. Lamas is going to follow behind in the 24. My fear is, remember how kind of spread out they were between the outside and inside line? I think that's gone out the window now.
Yeah, it's go time now, and especially between Schmidt and Zach Buchanan. These two shared the win in the 2.4 hours of Daytona. Now both of them leading up front in the IROC at Daytona.
Indeed, indeed.
Actually, look at DJ Curtis driving it to the inside lane. Derek Justice might make this 3 wide. Pollard making it 3 wide on the top.
Oh, Shane Sides gets a little wiggly. Oh,
They're racing crazy in the back, but they also These guys know it's go time. They can't just be riding around.
Well, I mean, in 6 laps, there's going to be 10 to go, so someone's going to have to make a move, a jump, and a push to get around here.
Schwallenberg is tucked up behind Buchanan. Oh! Schwallenberg around sideways!
Big crash!
And a crash with Chris Wetz upside down, flipping. Shane Sides has the whole rear end destroyed.
Wow! Man, oh man. I don't know. I don't think Wetz is going to be able to continue with damage like that. Let's go back into the replay and take a look here. Even rewinding, let's see here. So, as the way it looks, Schwallenberg got into Buchanan and started to lose front nose grip. Wetz got into him and spun him up. And then something snaps Wetz into the outside line. Curtis gets into him. Oh my goodness. Wetz goes into the catch fence. Horrifying accident there. And Shane Sides, as you mentioned, indeed, Cory, the back end just smashed so deep into the 91, backing it into the fence. I gotta say, I honestly think that Robbie Jackson more or less probably came out of that the least scathed, but man, what a bad crash. That probably is taken out, maybe not taken out, but it's damaged so many cars. I don't know if they're going to be in contention for win. But you know what? We've seen crazier things at Daytona.
And that's true. The 94 and the 91 both have rear end damage. Chris Wetz is still running around at 160 miles an hour. So I don't know if he's bad damage. DJ also came to pit road along with Robbie Jackson.
Now the drivers are allowed to come in and repair damage. That is it. They can also get fuel if they choose to, but they are not allowed to get tires. That is the one rule of this series. No tires after or before the middle mark of the race. So Pollard's going to come in as he rolls in slowly where his pit box is. He's just trying to drop back to give some air to everyone. Curtis is in the pits. Wetz is in the pits. Sides is in the pits. Schwallenberg is in the pits. Man, oh man. Robbie Jackson did stay out. Derek Justice stayed out. And I think from LaPlante on up, everyone else was not involved.
They popped the rear bumper back out on Dylan Schwallenberg's car. They did not for Shane Sides.
Yeah, considering how hard Sides backed it into the fence, I'm honestly surprised that the fuel tank isn't ruptured. You know, really thinking about it, with the aerodynamics of these cars, I gotta say, I think you would probably be more worried about the nose being damaged, less than the rear. Because the cars are kind of built more or less like a fine-tip bullet. As long as the nose is clean, you can probably cut through the air pretty well. The only thing that I can see with the rear bumper being is if anyone tries to bump draft or anything like that, it's going to be a hell of a hard time to do so.
Also, the rear spoiler on the back of the 91 is also bent.
Yeah, that's going to hurt on the downforce.
Yep. I think, looking at it, the whole spoiler back there is bent more than it was on Schwallenberg's car.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I think that's why they left his. I think that's why they left Shane's dented.
Yeah. Tough ride for the German. Great racer, great guy. Looks like nope. LaPlante decided to play a little bit of chicken and almost came into the pits and didn't. And no one's going to be taking service this particular lap. Chris Wetz is still really far back. He, unfortunately, with getting into the catch fence and everything like that, he's kind of in a similar situation to Shane Sides, but I think what's going to hurt him worse is I think he's got engine damage. As you saw him coming up to catch up with the field, he's going 171 and slowing up now.
Oh, 48 around.
Well, let's see what happened there. Oh, mowed down by Joey Murphy and just accidentally sent him sliding. So, the unfortunate thing is, I don't know.
Is that me?
Yep. Pace lights is still going to be on.
Oh, he slid again. Oh, he saved it, though. He saved it. Playing having not a great time under caution.
Blake, put me on your whisper list if you're able to.
Joey Murphy trying to warm up those Goodyear tires.
Please in-race report with me, Blake, please. Uh-oh.
Blake, if you want to, see if we can get an in-race reporter interview real quick before we let's go off.
Put me on your whisper list and in-race report with me, please, Blake, please.
We're going to pause the bike. Little bit of an error there as game unfortunately crashed. But we're back live and we're about to go green.
Yep, we are back live. Lights on, pace car out. Brandon Schmidt decided to take the top and let Zach Buchanan on the inside lane. Which could be a good thing because Shane Signs is in the inside lane.
That is true. That is indeed true. Now the grand question here is, they've got about 12 laps to go. My question is the inside line or the outside line going to be a big worker? And the follow-up is, who's going to be able to get out in front? Also, as another question, we saw that Lamas spun his tires coming to the restart box. Is the same thing going to happen to Buchanan?
It could. It could happen to Schmidt too. We've seen crazier things happen on mud racing where half the field wreck on someone spinning the tires. So, it's going to be crazy. I think Cody's the only one that didn't get tires in that last pit stop.
Well, here we go. We're getting ready to go green once more. Pace car pulls off. And here we go. In the box. Green flag. A little bit of tire smoke, but nothing major. 48 of LaPlante drops back a little bit. Into turns 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Buchanan getting a push to the lead. Schmidt on the outside. Lamas to the inside, pushing the 4. 48 of LaPlante. Inside line running hot.
Yeah, they're running pretty good for the inside line, but it's three on 3. As I think Shane and some of these cars behind Shane have a ton of damage. Stephen Pollard is sideways.
Oh, Buchanan almost gets tapped. Oh, if that was a finish there, man, but we got 10 to go. 10 laps to go here at Daytona. Schmidt takes the lead again.
Joey Murphy
drops down to the inside as he's going to pull alongside, and he's going to get his nose out ahead.
Actually, speaking of cars coming in damage, here comes Dylan Schwallenberg with a full head of momentum. Schmidt to the top. Schmidt actually now has Derek Justice behind him. Derek has been running that high line all race long.
I'm absolutely blown away. Schwallenberg, who spun out and got some damage, is now smoking up through the field at such a heavy rate of speed, he could probably go by himself and beat everyone.
I'm surprised that Shane's still sticking with these guys.
I'm thinking that he's probably going to need a lot of like front draft and rear draft in order to stay up there. But yeah, I'm surprised with how much rear end damage and how much downforce damage he's gotten from the rear wing being mangled. I'm baffled that he's doing as well as he is. Oh, one car
on the wall. Schwallenberg.
Just a light brush, thankfully, but that may drop him back a little bit of position there. Schmidt and Murphy battling it out for the top spot. 4 wide to the outside, 3 wide to the inside. Schwallenberg like a rocket out of hell. Slipping and sliding up at the top end of the track, trying to make his moves. Oh, falls back into line. I really think, especially with how fast that car is going, when we get down to 3 to go, I think Schwallenberg is going to rocket on up there and then block like a maniac to keep everyone off his rear.
Yep. I think that's what's going to happen.
Oh, Wiggle!
Contact!
We got another caution!
Oh,
Spin! Big crash! Big crash!
Oh, he saved it, though. I don't know if he... the plant's going to come back across hard.
Oh, tiny contact! Tiny contact! Oh, that's going to hurt Buchanan a little bit in the aero department. I saw someone go flying. Who was that?
I think it was Zach. I think he did the same thing
Yeah.
that Derek Justice did early in the race. Just take air.
Well, both Buchanan and LaPlante almost could have gone
Actually, the plant took air as
flying.
well.
I can't believe these cars should have tipped over on their roofs, but man, they've just barely held on. They've barely kept it together. No one's done a barrel roll or anything like that tonight, and that is absolutely
Blake.
amazing.
Blake, I can hear you.
Sorry.
Hey. Blake, if you want to do an in-race report, I'm right here. I can hear you perfect.
Because I believe they are coming in maybe get paid up. I don't even know if we'll this race back green.
And as it appears, a couple cars are going to come into the pits. Oh, Buchanan spins it. Almost hits the wall. Gets it rolling again. Wetz, Pollard, and Buchanan all coming into the pits.
Yep. Blake, you want to do an in-race reporter with Zach Buchanan right now?
Yes, he can. Buchanan, you went for a very, very wild ride there. Everything okay?
No, we're good. Just had to repair a little bit of damage, honestly. I think I got a bad bump. That we're kind of chain bumping there on the bottom. And I just spun under caution. I'm bad at multitasking. Can't script this kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, car's fine. It just looked bad. I think LaPlante went for a ride too. But we're all good here. And we'll try to work our way back up.
Well, with 5 laps to go and a whole bunch of mangled cars up in front of you, do you think that you'll be able to work together with a group of people and get yourself up there, maybe contend for a win?
Well, the thing is, Schwallenberg's up there in third with no third gear, and so I think everybody's going to get held up on the restart, at least on the bottom. And there's some cars with damage at the back as well. So, yeah, definitely got to be careful. But we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Well, best of luck to you, and let's see if we can get. Let's see if you get into victory lane tonight.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem. All right, so going back under caution, And here we go. So yeah, new report in that Schwallenberg blew out his third gear. So, wow. Maybe that's why he's so fast. Just go from first to second to fourth and boom, you're up there.
But that could be a bad thing, though, if you're Brandon Schmidt, unless you want to take the top.
Indeed, indeed.
Because he's not going to be up against your back bumper on this restart, if we have a restart.
By the way it looks, I mean, we got 5 to go. I have a feeling within the next lap the pace car is going to shut its lights out, so that'll give us about 4 to go. When they come back to the green, I think it will be 3 to go, and as long as we don't have another caution, they should be able to finish this under green flag condition. Hopefully. Worst case scenario is it's either a 2 or even worse than that, a 1 lap dash, green, white flag, fly, and then checkered flag after that. Wow, just everything tonight has just been so amazing. We've seen amazing racing. We've seen some spectacular spins, some spectacular wrecks, unfortunately, for the drivers, but great coverage nevertheless.
Yeah, hopefully we get to do all these IROC races this season.
Indeed, indeed. I do not think that there's really a great break between races as it is, so I think for the next 4 weeks, at best, 6 weeks at worst, we're going to see all these IROC races run. And by the way, before I forget, after tonight's event, the series are going to the following events. The second event for the IROC series is Auto Club. That will definitely be a fun race. Then the Tricky Road Course of Watkins Glen in Upper New York. And finally, the season ends in Atlanta Motor Speedway for race 4. So Daytona, a big super speedway oval. Auto Club, a 1.5 mile big oval, or 2 mile oval, I'm sorry. Watkins Glen, Tricky Road Course, and Atlanta, a 1.5 D oval. The lights on the pace car are going to go out on lap 36 of 40, which means when they go green, it will be 37 of 40. And there's not many laps after that. So as it appears, our leader, Brandon Schmidt, is going to take the outside line. You know, thinking about this, Cory, I have kind of an interesting feeling that Derek Justice may be able to just seal it here. Because really think about this. You remember when we were racing in the late model series, and we've seen him perform in all other types of series, Insomniac, etc. He is an amazing racer. I would best describe him to possibly be the Parnelli Jones of the series. He goes out and he goes and runs multiple different series and does well in it. So, being frank, minus the fact that Schwallenberg is down a gear, I kind of have a feeling if he gets a solid run, he can sneak to that inside line, and he may be able to beat out Schmidt.
Could be, unless, I mean, if Derek gets a great start, that's the thing. He has to get a great restart. Hope Schwallenberg gets a great restart behind him in first. It won't even have to use Schwallenberg for second to push him by Schmidt and just already get the jump and get by him to pull up. But it's going to be crazy these last couple laps, especially with Shane sitting up here too in 6th place.
Yeah, absolutely. And I kind of wonder also for Lavis, like, how's he going to be able to push Shane's sides and get around him? But we'll find out at the conclusion with only about 4 laps to go. The pace car is going to get ready to head on in. I'm going to get to see the end of this event, hopefully under green flag conditions. Here we go. Into the restart box they go. Green flag flies once more, and Derek Justice is going to peek his nose out to the inside. Look like no support, no support. Oh, Buchanan's in the wall. Wiggle there, wiggle there. but no support behind for Brandon Schmidt. He gets hung out to dry. Robbie Jackson in the 43. We're going to go back through the field, see if there's any contact. No, everything is clean. We can roll back up through the field as Derek Justice holds the lead. And Robbie Jackson, you remember he got in an accident earlier. He's fighting as hard as he can for second, maybe for a win.
No one's going with it, though. They're all
No
on the
one's
bottom.
going with him, though. He's going to duck down to the inside, follow him behind. Oh, Justice. Oh, man. What a move by Joey Murphy. Schmidt.
3 wide for the lead.
Schmidt
No,
rubs
Schmidt gonna
him.
pull back behind Derek.
Oh, they're going like three wide, pushing it to the edge. Shane Sides banging door fenders almost. What a move. Here they go, down to the backstretch once more. Our TV2 cam is definitely going to get a lot of action here.
Said Buchanan was sideways. Schmidt going low.
They're
Derek throws the
blocking
block.
all over.
Oh, Murphy gave Schmidt a huge shove. Schmidt gets sideways, and he's gonna row. He's gonna row all the momentum.
Whoa! Just my goodness. Pushing it 3 wide through the middle of the pack. My goodness, Sides down to the inside. Justice gonna drop back. We've only got 2 laps to go.
Schmidt has been the dominator here in IORL the past couple of
And
months,
look
winning
at
the whole
that.
triathlon.
Oh,
And there's a crash in the back.
There's a crash in the back. Pollard and Buchanan get
No
involved in it.
caution.
There is no caution. There is no yellow. DJ
Look who's in
Curtis,
second.
what a
DJ
move!
Curtis.
I wasn't counting my chickens on DJ Curtis, but man, in a beat-up car, he's holding it.
Dylan Schwallenberg sitting right there.
Oh man, big wiggle. Here we go, the white flag's gonna fly at Daytona. Derek Justice on the outside of Brandon Schmidt, trying to get pushing him behind, hoping to get up into the lead. Nose to nose, side by side.
Oh, Schmidt's moving up. Cody Lamas almost got his nose in there.
Indeed he did. Schwallenberg holding back there in about 5th to 6th place. Swing to the outside, swing to the inside.
Oh, Schmidt jumped up to
Schmidt
get those.
jumps
Get
in
the,
up
get
at the
lane.
worst
Oh,
time.
DJ was
Oh,
sideways.
bit of a bump, bit of a wiggle. Derek Justice down to the inside. Is he going to move him? As they head down into the front stretch. Here they go, side by side. The question is, who's going to get there first? It's going to be
Schmidt.
Oh, Brandon Schmidt barely beats them out as they crash behind them. In cars, into the catch pits, cars airborne everywhere. What a horrifying end, but what a close finish. My goodness. What an event. And it is, yes, Brandon Schmidt did indeed beat Derek Justice by so little. So little. Let us take a look at that one more time. Slow motion coming to the finish. Let's go ahead and jump on board with Derek Justice and just see how close this got. So here we go. He's going to move to the outside line following Schmidt. Schmidt follows into Schmidt. Going at 194, 195, high speed here. Gets to the outside. Bump, bump. And right there.
User joined your channel.
Give us 1 second. As we go to TV1, TV2. What a close finish. That is so unbelievably close. And Schwallenberg goes for
User was moved to your channel.
4th, but I don't think that he made it. I don't know if he's going to get that lap. if he's
User
gonna
was
get that
moved to your
position, but
channel.
That was an amazing finish. Congratulations to Brandon Schmidt. Wins the 2.4 hours of Daytona
User was moved
just
to your
less than
channel.
roughly a month, 2 months ago at most. And he's going to win at a super speedway here at Daytona. Congratulations to Brandon Schmidt. Amazing finish there. Let's go ahead and go to the final results of the event. Now, these are the unofficial results as of the moment. So, Brandon Schmidt wins the race. Derek Justice second. Cody Lamas third. Dylan Schwallenberg fourth. DJ Curtis fifth. Joey Murphy sixth. Seventh, Robbie Jackson. Eighth, Austin LaPlante. Ninth, Shane Sides. 10th, Zach Buchanan. 11th, Stephen Pollard III. And 12th, Chris Wetz. Well, as we finish up our broadcast, to my teammate, Cory Williams. Cory, what did you think of this race, buddy?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Pretty cool.
That
Glad
was,
one of my buddies won this race.
yeah, that was an amazing finish.
Blake, you want to interview the top three before you end the broadcast?
Well, let's go ahead and go down to Zach Buchanan and let's ask him real quick. Zach,
He's in here with us.
Zach,
He's in the booth.
Yeah, how are you, Zach?
The car's a little torn up, but we survived, kind of.
User left your channel.
Is it possible that you could be able to get our top three into the room? We'd like to do an interview with them.
We got you. We got you covered, actually.
Thank you.
Yep.
So who are you interviewing first?
Well,
When you already here and you just like, what?
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon Schmidt, what an amazing finish. How do you feel after such a long event, and how do you feel winning tonight?
Well, I didn't think I was going to be able to pull that off. I was picking the outside, hoping that I could get a run on the field before the green. Oh. What? Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, I thought that if I started on the outside that I could get big runs on the field and have them behind me and help me. And the outside didn't work too well that time around. And I noticed that when I was behind Derek, we were having to battle back and forth because the suck-up was so hard that if you didn't pick the right lane at the right time, then you would be in trouble. It just happened to work out the way that it did.
Well, Schmidt, you won the 2.4 hours of Daytona with Zach Buchanan. How does this feel in comparison, having to go up against the Daytona Road Course and now to win at the Super Speedway?
I mean, it's definitely different just because, you know, you can have a good run at one track and then do terrible at another track, but you know, it's just a little bit different when, you know, you win at a super speedway and then a road course. The road course was a big thing because we went down there, I think it was in 2015, I believe, and we came so close, and I got so fast later in the race and just couldn't really do anything. We were trapped a lap down. That was a big deal, but this one also is because I wanted to beat Derek, and I beat Derek. That's crazy.
Well, thank you very much for the interview, Brandon. Enjoy the celebration with your team, and let's move on to second place with Derek Justice, if he's here, or Cody Lamas in third.
Hi.
Yeah, Derek, and then I'll interview Cody.
Okay. Derek, you came so close there at the end, had an incredibly fast car, and you've had a lot of experience at these super speedways through the Insomniac League and everything else. Even though that came up to a little bit of heartbreak, how do you feel after tonight?
Yeah, the race wasn't too bad. I got turned before the halfway point there, but just got a little error was all I do. Had just get some fresh rubber, but other than that, it was not a bad race. I thought I had a good chance winning coming through the trial over there. 24 gave me a hell of a bump there, and it just got me a little bit loose, and I side bumped the 29 there, and that lost my momentum. So if I didn't hit the 29 there, I probably would have ended up winning this race. But overall, second place is not bad, so we'll head towards the Watkins win.
actually. Next race is Auto Club. But
My bad.
that's all right. Looking ahead, with how many racing series that you run in on a weekend, do you think that this is going to give you a great amount of momentum and good forward mojo in terms of going into Insomniac and all the other racing series ahead for this weekend for you?
Yeah, I mean, wake up from the evening, but Insomnia, it's Insomnia. You don't know what kind of races they're going to produce there, but usually we've been having really good races, 1 and 2 cautions. That's it. But just stay clean, stay out of trouble is all you had to do. And in Texas for this weekend, it's not super speedway, but it's yeah. I guess you can call it a little bit of momentum going out towards the weekend. You could say that.
All right. Well, tough luck for you tonight, but best of luck to you next week in Auto Club, and hopefully you can get a win there. Good racing tonight, and thank you very much for coming on.
All right, thanks.
All right, Cody. How'd you get that 3rd place, buddy?
I have no idea. I just kind of winged it. I was going for it. It was kind of fun out there, and just really nothing to lose. I love IROC cars, so it's fun to race in the series for a sub at least. Hey, just kind of left it all on the track out there, and it was pretty fun.
I was pulled for you to win because I seen Schmidt and Derek get a little racy up there. I'm like, oh, this is. He's going to sneak up here and win.
I'm not going to lie. I was looking for that 3 wide hole first, but then when I figured it wasn't going to be there, I decided to give Derek as best of a push that I could, and almost worked out, but, that's how it is around here. I wanted it. I was like 3 wide, but then nope, the freaking thing didn't happen.
On that, did you ever come in the pit road and take tires?
I did for the first stop, but besides that, I was pretty much all good.
I lied in the broadcast. I said you did take tires the whole race.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I did it. I did.
Real quick question. You didn't get involved in any accidents tonight, did you?
I had one incident where we got a little bumper grab off of when DJ gave me a bump into Zach, and we got into it and caused Zach to get in the air, but I saved it off of that. And besides that, that was really the only scare. I think we should have led the most laps, so that was also kind of fun to be up there battling.
You had a very, very solid car out there tonight. How do you think that this is going to go forward with you going to Auto Club in about a week for the second event for IROC?
Well, I'll always be sitting in the infield for whoever needs another driver, so I don't know what car I'll be in, but I hopefully will be in a car, because I enjoy this series. It's so fun. These cars are a blast, and it's just a real good time out there.
Well, I can definitely say for myself, Cody, I got a lot of respect for you, man. With the time that I've raced against you in the late models and all the other series that we've run against, you're a tough cookie, man, and there is definitely going to be a day that you can be able to win, that you are going to get a win in this series, and you've got great things ahead going for you, in my opinion.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Tough cookie.
Tough cookie. Tough.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for coming out to race tonight, Cody, and that's about the end of our broadcast tonight. So this is Blake Warren and my co-host Cory Williams. Thank you very much for coming out tonight and watching this event, and we will see you again next time at Auto Club.
Oh.
I'm dead.